Okay, so you want to learn how to stream on Twitch and you have no idea what to do. Today I'm going to show you how to set up OBS Studio step by step, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to start streaming right away. What's going on, guys? Camera and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to learn about OBS. Today is going to be a bit of a tutorial, I'm not going to lie. I've been asked a few times, how do you actually set up OBS? And rather than just explaining it, I could make a video out of it. If this is your first time seeing me, hello. I'm Callum. I make YouTube videos and I stream over at twitch.tv/AfterlifePlays_. It's all linked down in the description below. We're currently going through Dark Souls at the moment, so that's fun. Yep, because that's exactly how it would happen. No, please, no, no. Let me out. I'm under you, you sack of shit. This is it, boys. No! Fuck yeah! I'm so happy I could cry. Let's get into the topic of today's video. We're going to learn how to set up OBS Studio from the very beginning, from the moment you download it, fully blank, to being able to stream. Hit start streaming, hit go live. So when you first start off OBS Studio, it will look something like this. As you can see, it's completely empty, boring. Obviously, we need to change that. First off, the first thing we should look at is your settings. Your stream, it's Twitch. It will say here, right around here, connect account. That's what I recommend. You can enter your stream key, but no, I wouldn't recommend that at all. You want to connect your account, log in your password. You know how to log into Twitch, I hope. The next thing you need to do is output. So streaming, mine's at 6,000 kilobits per second. That's simply because my internet can handle it. If you can't lower that number, encoder. If you're using software x264, that's your CPU. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, use hardware NVENC. Anything after the 1660 Super and onwards, so any of the RTX cards and the 1660 Super all have NVENC, and that'll allow you to use the dedicated chip on the card. AMD cards have something similar, but as far as I'm aware, they're not as good. If you have it, use it, and you can, but if you don't have NVENC, use x264. If you're confident in your CPU, then you can just leave this kind of how it is, encoder, reset, whatever. If you want to get a bit more into it and change a bit more settings, go to advanced. You can come down here and change everything. It's back to 0. I don't use advanced for mine because I don't need to. CPU usage, anything more than medium is pretty much useless. If you can pull off x264 medium, then you're good. Obviously, the faster you go, the less CPU usage. If you have NVIDIA, use the NVENC. Please use NVENC. It will help a million times over. All this, I don't know. I don't use it. I will switch it back to simple so you can actually see my own settings. As for audio, which is very important, I have disabled everything, and I very much recommend that straight away. Sample rate 44.1 kilohertz is also very important. Please put it to that. I had a lot of issues with my audio. Video, that's just your canvas, so that's what you'll see here, like within actual OBS, and then your output scale. So say your PC can handle it, but your internet can't. What you can do is watch it in 1920. I don't know why you would want to, but you can downscale it to 720, 60 FPS. You can change your FPS settings here as well. Save changes. You should hit yes, but I'm not going to in case it just changes mine. Okay, so the first thing you're going to add is audio input capture. You want to call this one microphone, because that's where you're going to add your mic. It'll automatically set to default, but set it to your microphone, USB, advanced audio device. That comes up, that's the one you must put it as. Usually it would come up as the name of the microphone, which is Razer Siren X for me. And as you can see, I'm talking into it and it's moving. That's what you want. You want to see that. But as you can see, it goes full red. And that's clipping. But you don't hear that because I have a limiter set up on mine. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is level your audio. You can do that by going into your sound settings. I can't show it at the minute, but if you just hover over top of your sound where you would adjust it, then go down, make sure your output is set to wherever you're hearing it. Usually it will be Realtek. Here's your USB mic. For me, it's the Razer Siren X. Go to your device properties and your volume. Mine's set at 55, but usually you'll come in around about 100, which if you can hear it. How's that sound? Probably not too good. Yeah, bring that right back down to about 55. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to level it out, work it, tweak it, find out whatever it is you need to do. The next thing is filters. What you'll do is you'll go down to audio mixer right beside sources. You'll click the cog, go to filters, and you'll get something that looks like this. The first one you want to add is a noise suppression. I'll just show you the example of what it would sound like with and without noise suppression. And if I turn noise suppression on, I'm still typing. Yeah, it makes a lot of difference. The next thing you will want to add is a noise gate. So what a noise gate does is it's very similar to noise suppression, but what it does is think of it kind of like a floodgate or like a dam. Whenever audio's coming through, if it's not a certain height, it's not going to allow it to come through. You know, see, you can hear it. See what I mean? It stops it. The close threshold, I don't know what that does exactly. I think it closes it once it gets to that low of a level again. Attack time, you're probably going to want to lower that. I set mine to 1 millisecond, so it happens instantaneously. Hold time, 200 is fine. 150 is okay for the release time. What the release time does is close the gate again once it's finished. So you want to keep it around 100 to 150. If you set it too low, it just stops you instantly. And that's not what you want, you know? Keep it around 150, 125. That's your safest bet. The next thing is compressor. What a compressor does is makes your highs to normal level and your lows to normal level. A little bit of ASMR there. Adjust these accordingly, but around 10 decibels with a 4:1 ratio is fine. Everything else is okay. The last thing I use is a limiter. What that does is it's kind of similar to a compressor. It makes sure you don't go over a certain threshold and that your screams aren't like, if you scream really loud, it won't peak you and you won't sound like high gain like I did at the start there whenever I was showing you how to level everything out. The way you want to do that is it comes in set at 6. I have mine set around here. That just works for me. Figure it out yourself. The release again, keep it where it's at, it's fine. But that's everything in cause of microphones. I can actually make a £50 microphone sound a lot better. But that's it for your microphone. That's the first thing you'll want to do. The next thing obviously you want is your gameplay. So what you're going to do is go to sources again. You can do display capture, but I don't recommend it because it takes up a lot more hardware and it's not what you need. Open game capture. You can just leave it at game capture, it's fine. Capture specific window, okay? Here you would open up your, whichever one you're actually using. Usually that's where you would enter it. I don't have anything open at the moment, so I'm not going to, but that's where you would put it. And it should just come up perfectly fine. Turn off capture cursor, just because nobody really wants a cursor on their game. Press OK. Everything else is fine as it is. Next thing you're going to want is probably your camera. And depending on what you're using for a camera, everything will go under a video capture device. I'm going to label this one camera. Everything here will be in the video capture devices, but if you're using what I'm using, which is a phone and the Elgato Epoch software, I can do a full separate video on that too if you want, and how to use your phone as a webcam. Just let me know, I can do it. But I'm going to select Epoch camera here. It's not going to work because I'm using it at the moment, but yeah, you get the point. You just click that, change the device default to custom, and change your resolution to 1080 by 720 is probably okay because it's a webcam and no one's really going to notice it. Everything else is fine. These won't be red when you use it, just so you're aware. These will not be red. And you will be able to see yourself on the camera. I'll edit something in so you can actually see what it would look like. As for things like borders and alerts, all you really need to do is go add media source. I would call this one border. Check it as a local file and set loop. Turn off restart playback and turn off show nothing when playback ends. You can modify the speed as you wish. Go into your files, find where everything is, and then all you have to do is load it in and it will show once you click it on. And there's your webcam. Just resize it as you do. What you do is go here, go to transform, copy transform, and then you can go click the camera. So say this was the camera here. So here we have two borders. The second one's the camera. What you do is you go to transform and go paste transform. And see, it goes to the exact same size. That will save you a shit ton of time. As for alerts, the browser, and then just paste your, browser source in here for your actual alerts. Make sure the width is the same as your canvas. Control audio via OBS, and that's that. That would be a browser. That would be your alerts. If you for whatever reason want to hide anything, you can use the little eyes down here. As you can see, everything just disappears, and you add it back with that. But yeah, this is pretty much the simplest tutorial for OBS and how to get to this level. After this, it's all about personality really, so you fiddle about with things, figure everything out in your own way, but this is the baseline of how to get streaming. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you helped you out at all, please consider leaving a like down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. We do a lot of content, a lot of different content. There's a lot of gaming, a lot of weird videos, and I do plan on giving a few more tutorials on things like voice meter and more OBS tutorials and stuff like that. If helped, please let me know in the comments down below, and if there's any other questions you'd like to ask, hit me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/AfterlifePlays_, linked in the description, live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 PM GMT. If you got this far, the only thing left to do is to start streaming. Good luck, guys.